Hello everyone, can you hear me? Can you hear me? That's great. Sorry for the short delay, I was playing Jackbox with some of the people who would let me level with you and setting up some other things. But with all of that out of the way, I should be ready. First, I'm going to be starting out with 3 levels that I couldn't cover during the last stream, and then I'll move on to levels submitted in chat. So for a brief rundown, hello Game Master Man, Bart the Guy, Crispy, Ringtail, Maverick, Little Mac, Justlink, and anyone else who's watching. Nature Man by Lucio, 25 plays and a score of 6. I'll be starting up with that one. And here's my to-play list, if you want any suggestions too. I didn't really see your last message, Wardonis, about one of the levels and the order I'm supposed to go through it. So please repost it over here in chat. And I haven't watched any of the Avengers movies, so don't post any spoilers here. I won't realize which is a spoiler and what's a joke. I'm gonna be playing a combination of 3 levels that I wasn't able to cover before, and levels submitted in the chat. Please submit its level ID in the chat, Maverick. I will eventually do Q&A videos. AlphaGo it is. Alright, I'll get to it. I'll have to note it down on my notepad. Let me finish this level first. I hate when that can happen and there is no checkpoint nearby. That's why I'm always wary about crash lifts. Crimson Coast, thank you. Probably in the future. If this was aiming to be a traditional level, those crash lifts should be introduced in a safe environment, not over a bottomless pit. Also, please put more life refills and perhaps a checkpoint before that section. Oh, that was a close one. Boss Battle Ideas Collection, probably after episode 300 or just before it, I'm not sure. Well, I got a bachelor's in computer science, so I'd say at least fairly decent. See, I would cover your level faster, but unfortunately there's so many levels on the queue, and as your level's pretty long, it'll have to have its own episode dedicated to it. You mean fortress bosses? Yeah, I'd like to see fortress bosses in the game as well. And the Wily machines too. You know it's gonna happen at least once. This time, let's take the lower route. Well, it seems that this stage has multiple routes. This is the underground route. And if you're submitting a level, only submit one level at a time. I want to cover levels for multiple authors. So, as you submitted Alpha Go first, Wardonis, I'll be covering that. I'll cover a challenge not soon forgotten in one of my pre-recorded episodes, so I can cut through all the dead air. But I will add it to my playlist. That jump is a bit longer than what it seems. It's 4 blocks. I don't really like making the 4-block jumps like this, even with sliding. True, YouTube. Again, this is trying to be a traditional level, but it's not introducing gimmicks in safe environments. And we're sent back over here, so... what was the point of that? It was just a time waster. Probably. See, the problem I have is this section. As it's so easy to get knocked into the pit, there's so many Techions next to each other. And there's also that jump. Made it. Kind of scary though. Good place to put a checkpoint nearby. Alright, it's the end of the level. I would have liked this stage more had those 2 screens or 2 sections, first with the crash lifts, and the Techions were first introduced in safer environments. It's alright, Janok. And hello there, Lipatio. This boss setup is harder too. No E-tanks or checkpoints either. No E-tanks or special weapons either. Yeah, this is a fortress stage. That's how it feels like it's designed. At least it takes double damage from my buster, so it is a bit better. So I retract my earlier difficulty statements. I'm okay with this boss battle, but you have to be on a more skilled side to defeat Napalm Man without taking damage. Alright, brief pause so I can add in all the level IDs. Almost there, only about... okay. Alright, I got levels from Wardonis, Bard, Little Mac, Justling, and Lipatio. Let me know if I missed your level. Next up is... this level is so crazy, number 3, The Next Madness by Elisandroreiies with 9 plays and a score 0. I butchered that username. Yeah, I'll be covering AlphaGo as my 4th level. See, I would cover that level on the live stream, but there are other authors waiting for their own levels to be covered. There are a lot of levels I got played multiple times, but have a much lower score. I guess I have to backtrack then. I didn't exactly 100% the level. I more like 98%'ed it because I missed some pickups. But in terms of bosses, sure I did. That game has a lot of flaws, but it has a lot of heart to it too. I will eventually play their other fan games, their Zelda fan games in the future. Those are quite interesting, probably on a live stream, although the quality will be a bit lower because there's no windowed mode. Thanks, Ringtail. Thank you for the checkpoint and full refills too. Probably some pickups somewhere, as well as some life or weapon upgrades. Probably on the life side. I'm not sure where because the game doesn't track that in the percentage. Nor is there really an on-map display of what you missed. The flame sword should be more powerful too. None of them, but I will eventually do it in the future. I will do a full let's play of it. The first, second, and the demo of the third one. Oh goody, this stage has alternate routes too. Let me see what's down over there first. It's not alternate routes, I actually need to go through these routes. Oh no. Okay, sure, let's risk it. And of course, it has a global timer instead of local. Oh well, it's only a few screens away actually, so let's try it again. Yeah, Mega Man 10 assets. I'd love to see them. Oops. Despawned, of course. Once again, echoing the notion that I wish we could have a global option for these weapons. Tap jump. Didn't fall fast enough. I also wish those bomb shooters actually were global too. One more, I should be there. Why not, Vincent? Hello, APM. Interesting. Fun, but a bit difficult at times. Oh, we even have separate we even have separate bosses. Oh no, I see what we're going for here. I'll double check the stage in the level editor and check the upper route. If I can ever get back up there. It's always on the corner. See, I keep holding the button down. Come on. Trying to counteract Sparkman's electrification in this engine is a nightmare. See, I know what to do, I just need to get up there. And now, see, the position of these enemies are extremely annoying. See, if I could only counteract these attacks more, but I can't. He's being electrified by the electric beam. And that cannon keeps respawning too. Oh, that's how I damage him. I need to use that. Okay, that makes my life easier a bit. I wonder how I could get below me, though. I know what to do now. It's not obvious, but you can damage him like that. There are some weapons that pierce right through. The hardest part is, of course, trying to counteract it with all these enemies. And there's also the elect beam trap on the right. I think if I took the lower route, I'd have the easier route. Because I can't open that door. Oh wait, this wasn't even the final boss fight either. This was the mini-boss. It felt really hard though. Oh, I didn't realize you could disable these by using the Thunderclaw. I thought I was getting affected by Sparkman instead. Yeah, the hardest part is of course counteracting Sparkman. Because some of the slide inputs do not get registered. I had to resort to actually using the auto button. Not Sparkman, Springman, sorry. I meant to say Electrified Springman. Call him a Sparky Springman or something. That'll work too. Yeah, I think this stage has multiple routes. Well, that was the easy way of doing this. So I will definitely check the upper route. It is fun, just a bit frustrating if you're not that skilled. Or of course you're facing off against certain bosses. There are frequent weapon pickups, and for that boss battle you have infinite weapon pickups essentially. Yeah, he could be electrified in his original version, using the Thunderbolt. His actual weakness is a time slow, it seems. And we get it for an M-Tank. Good enough trade for me. Oh, of course. I thought there was a lower-lying ceiling there. I still maintain my M-Tank, so it's fine, but I need to re-get that time slow. Sorry, I do not trust the Sparkman platforms whatsoever in this engine. I had way too many bad experiences with them. The other one would be Shadow Man platforms. This time I'll jump right in there and... Now I'm okay with them as long as there's no sudden movements. That's why I have a bad experience with them. And if this was a different engine, I'd be okay with them more. The problem is trying to break out a slide. Yeah, it feels underpowered, especially compared with the Thunderclaw. Thanks. I'll cover it when eventually it comes out. Oh neat, it actually isn't really replay level, I have to cover both routes. That's nice. That was my bad for not paying attention. That's what makes the Spark platforms a bit more dangerous. I know the weapons in Mega Man 8 dealt the same amount of damage per hit, but this is Mega Man Maker, so that can be modified. Because as it stands right now, it feels like the Thunderclaw is a bit more overpowered because you can multi-hit with it pretty easily. Oh, I thought that was actually part of the foreground there. Also some strange behaviors of the crash lifts, especially with clip right through them. Of course, that was kind of true with the classic series as well, but we didn't really see it because there weren't multiple crash lifts at the same time overlapping each other. Well, let's see. Mega Ball time. Oh, okay, I see. Let me guess, the hardest part is getting back up here, and oh, there are a lot of pickups here. Let's first take care of Top Man. One more. The rest are weak to the Thunderclaw. And I could have slowed down time to make my life a bit easier. Mission accomplished. This was much easier than the electrified Springman encounter by far. A lot more enemy variations as well. This is the part of the stage that teaches you how to use these weapons. I like this stage actually has it, these tutorial sections, even though they're a bit more dangerous than usual. Feels somewhere between a fortress and a regular level. When I say regular, I mean Roadmaster level. Quite a few of them, it seems. Oh, I see. So it was 1 plus 3 plus 1 optional 1, so the final one's coming up after the last section. Go right ahead, Crispy. Just warn me in advance. If I could live stream almost every day, I'd be fine covering more levels like Wardonis and yours in Metroidvanias. Start with just 2 bosses at once. If you add too many bosses at a time, it can quickly become unmanageable and turn into a mosh pit, where you force a damage boost. Which I'm more okay with, as long as you have plenty of health pickups. Now time to finish the level, at least I hope. In longer stage, even if I didn't fail as much, it'd probably take 8 to 10 minutes to complete it. Oh, we get a laser trident somewhere too. Oh, I need to do this faster. Okay. Well, I see. I need to stand on the bottom left. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Following next week, I have to move my live streams to at least 12 hours later. Not 12 hours, but around that time. Oh, I see. I can reset the room. Silly me. Artist party's getting up here. Thank you, Magmax. Yeah, I will play one of your levels on my queue already. Though, get ready for the next battle. Okay, I need the laser trident, so I need to go down over here, I guess. Laser trident's up there. Alright. Please move. Oh, that made my life so much easier. Get ready to super bouncing ball cannons. And they keep respawning anyways. Wait a minute, I think this is his weakness. It is, of course, makes sense. Even protects me against the super ball cannon balls. Oh. Okay, the stage isn't over yet. There's one last thing. I keep thinking the stage is gonna end soon, but there's always something more. Needle cannon really need... See, a nice buff for the needle cannon would be to make it work more like the Ice Slasher, where its damage over time, needle attach effects apply when you swap to another special weapon. That'd make it a lot more useful. Well, I have infinite life here, so I'm not complaining for damage boosting. Get ready for triple. Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. At least they're super weak to it. I have infinite life here, so I'm not complaining too much. It's just positioning, that's all. Of course, the main thing I have to get used to is that I can only have up to one super ball at a time. Mega ball, I mean. And it deflects off of a lot of different things. And the hole in the middle is actually smaller than what I think it'd be. Alright, one down. It also deflects off the Astro Crush for whatever reason. No wonder. There we go, it's done. After you defeat one of them, it gets a lot easier. Because when I do the Astro Crush, especially several at once, it's very hard to get anything in there. Hold on, pretty luck. Alright, do you want me to cover... wait. Before I move on to the next one, let me look up and see what level IDs I missed. Alright, I see your level APM. It'll be covered after Lipatio's. Well, after Lipatio and Magmax's. Not Magmax's. Sirius Malcolm. Sorry. Slip of the tongue. I already got yours, Just Link, don't worry. Not that many level IDs are being submitted today as last week. It got a bit crazy there. Fortified Laboratory Perfect Run by Zhou. I think I'll be covering this during my pre-recorded stream, as from the looks of it, it's gonna be quite crazy. So instead, I'm gonna be covering the latest level summit by Pretty Lucky P instead, and hopefully it's a bit easier. Yeah, this is easier, I'll take this instead. Just to make sure it goes a bit more smoothly. Alright, Construction City Sliding in the Rain by Zhou with 3 plays and a score of 0. Normally I'd play these levels on stream, but as perfect running, well, I don't think I'll be able to complete it. Oh, speed up then. Oh, you want me to slide then? No, I need to do an oil slider. Or I have to wait. Let me try waiting this time. No, I have to go fast. Of course. Seriously, the timing is so strict there. Could you... Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to complete the cider. You could have given at least one more block now, because right now it feels very much like a Kaiser level. And I tried double jumping there. That's the other reason. At least checkpoints are frequent. No, I'm not taking the lore out. Of course, there would be one rating there. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have oil slider anyway. Yep, couldn't break out of the slide. Hi, Gokulis. Going for one of those do it or die levels. Thank you for submission, Gantus. If you don't do it fast enough, you're dead. This is straight going to be a precision or Kaizo level, considering how much skill is involved here. Skill and luck. If you could just give one more block in timing, I'd like the stage a lot more. But remember, I'm not a Kaizo player. That's why I'm having so much trouble. I think Game Fox, Yagami, Buster, or Brickman would have a much easier time with this. Or Captain Pollution. It feels the same speed as sliding to me. See, it's actually a bit slower. With sliding, I can get there faster. It's not slowing it down. Ah, made it this time. Kind of due to luck, probably. Well, very strong rain now. It acts like a brick wall, so they must be overlaid on top of each other. I know that, but still, even if it doesn't slow you on ground, you still need to go fast. Seriously, you cannot move whatsoever forwards in this rain. These are the levels I strongly would prefer if they're covered on a pre-recorded episode. Otherwise, they'll seem to repeatedly fail. See what I mean? It's like a solid brick wall. I can take my time here. The problem is getting used to how strong the rain is. I had never seen this strong rain in the engine. If I don't hold right, I immediately get shunted to the left. That's why I strongly believe there is multiple overlaid on top of each other. Yeah, I know that, but this is this engine, so that doesn't always work. But thanks for the reminder. I wasn't using that before. This is the part of the level where I have to go fast, don't I? I know I'm not gonna make it in time, but I just want to check something. Okay. I saw something up there. It's a key gauntlet, isn't it? Pixel precision. It doesn't need to be fixed, YouTube. It's a unique feature usually either using a text editor or overlapping things. Rain doesn't normally do that, it's not this strong. See the first and second levels I covered during this episode. It's much weaker. See, this is how the rain is usually supposed to be. Now I can run and jump at a normal rate. Yeah, I'd love to have Slash Claw as well. Whoops. I see. I know I won't make it in time, but I just want to experiment. See, this is the really strong rain. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's try it again. Well, it was one of the best shielded weapons in the entire Mega Man franchise, so it needed to be, otherwise it would break the entire game's balance. Should not have jumped there, I should have damage boosted. And I lost it because I did it the wrong side. Again, that's why I don't like doing pixel precision stuff in Mega Man Maker. If this was the Magmal 2 or Magmal 3 engine, sure. Of course, Sharon transitioned over to a different rain. I keep forgetting how strong it is. See, I don't know what's intended here. Well, not exactly. Yeah, I'd rather take the non-intended because it's more consistent. Should have used the oil slider better there, but I'm getting there. Okay, I'll try it. See, I have way too many bad experiences with trying to get through those kinds of sections. That's why I suddenly got shifted out. This level is called... Well, I actually forgot the name. I've been too focused on what's going on here. Yeah, that's the name. Right now it's turning into Frustration City. Well, I'm making some progress, but that's the roadblock. Normally, if I was doing this off-screen, this level would only take about 2 minutes after editing. Otherwise, you see what happens. Long story short, I really don't like playing through these kinds of levels. The amount of precision involved, yeah, it doesn't really gel well with me. It never was that powerful. And now I'm making some mistakes because I've been playing this level for quite a while. For at least 11 minutes. The other problem is I'm trying to compensate for this engine's idiosyncrasies. When doing that will cause me to die more often. I don't know, maybe, maybe not. Probably not. I'll give it 3 more minutes and I'll move on to another stage. This is taking way too long. These are the kinds of levels where, if you want to submit them, please submit them and explicitly refer to them to be recorded in a pre-recorded level stream. Otherwise, it's not fun to watch. That doesn't really help because for many of these kinds of levels, it gets so much harder at the end that it takes a lot harder to get over there. It takes a lot longer. Again, I said this before, and I'll say it again. If this was made in a ROM hack, I'd play this more often. And there's no checkpoints here, so... You know what, I'm just gonna use the download. This is taking way too long, and I don't think I'll be able to complete it this way. If this was a ROM hack, I'd do it more because I could guarantee the controls would work 100% of the time, perhaps with some lag. So let me download this. Sorry, but as I said, I have other levels I want to cover, and, well, I want to give them time to shine as well. So let's see the rest of the level. Here's the final section with the charge kick. Even more of these jumps. Yeah, I would have died several times here, and checkpoints right over here. See, for me, if I would play a Kaizo level like this, I'd put the checkpoint here. Or here. Not over there. And one last challenge, we have to go through here and go in reverse. To me, it feels like Kaizo because of all the precision involved. That's maybe not Kaizo, but a more challenging challenge level. Alright, I'm gonna take a short water break and I'll be covering the next stage. And I'm back. Next up is AlphaGo by Wardonis with 6 plays and a score of -1. See, the thing with this stage is, the reason why I keep calling it Kaizo is because I usually see with this kind of level played around with the challenge levels and Kaizo stages with this amount of precision. To me, Kaizo levels are ones that require a lot of precision and knowledge of the game in order to succeed, and a lot of deaths. It can be bottomless pits, wind, or spikes. See, you say it's basic, but the amount of skill involved in order to succeed here exceeds most players. The main thing I would do to make it easier for more players would be to double or triple the amount of checkpoints. See, getting used to the wind and everything that involves with it, that's the hardest part. Because nowhere in the Mega Man series was there that strong pushback ever. There needs to be a better... See, I feel that there needs to be a tutorial level before that so players can get used to wrapping their heads around this. And Wardonis, you are up. Let's get the charge kick. Let's get the charge kick first. Oh, that one... I'll get to it later. As I said earlier, I'm only going to be covering one viewer submitted level per viewer in this live stream, so I can get to more viewers. I will check it out, though. Perhaps I'll cover it during tomorrow's live stream. Thanks. I didn't see your response, so I was wondering if you went AFK. Another instance of how, in order to get an end tank, you have to do it in a different order, but I'm fine with that. This is still going to be more of one of Wardonis' more traditional 4 separate paths route stage. Yes, I stored it in my notepad though. I didn't figure out how to set up Nightbot in the way. I didn't figure out how to set up Nightbot in the way that it can automatically store levels in a queue. You only missed about 3 levels. The last one was very difficult for me. It did in the YouTube. You couldn't even air slide using that. It was pretty weak. Here it got a massive buff. The mechanics of air sliding here were taken from Mega Man Rockman something air sliding. Yeah, I did Gokulus. After this level, I'll do a full double check of all the IDs, then I'll move on to the next set of levels. In each of these sections focuses on the use of a different special weapon. Of course, I can skip it if I had a certain other special weapon, like for this section it's a top spin. And I keep thinking I can make it in time, but I can't because magflies in this engine are a bit tricky to get used to. And if you get next to a wall, they can clip you into it. Maybe. You did submit it, J9. Yeah, Rockman 5 air sliding. Oh, it was a glitch? I think it was codified from Burst Chaser cross air sliding. Rockman 4 Burst Chaser cross air sliding. That's the one that officially added it. So I do need to do these in a certain order. Well, at least the route back shouldn't take as long. Thanks to shortcuts, of course. Well, I didn't expect that to happen, of all things. Okay. I don't think that worked. I don't have a list set up that way. I tried setting up Nightbot, but it doesn't work out. I couldn't figure out how to set a list like that. Hi, Burning Sticks as well. Okay, that worked, and, I'll I'll get back to that route after I do the topspin route then. I know they're supposed to push you forward, but... well... you see what happened. Emphasis on bugged. What was your level, Ryan? Could you give the name of the level? You probably already submitted your level, but I just want to be sure. Yeah, I already covered it actually. That was during episode 286. Okay, charge kick's easy route. Let's take this route next. Yeah, that was a pre-recorded episode stream. You submitted last time, but I was unable to cover it, so I decided to give it its time to shine. Because they're usually introduced in Wily levels. Whoa. That's why YouTube. Well, some people distinguish it by saying Wily bosses are the final bosses, and the Fortress bosses are the ones before in the Wily Fortress. Let's see if I can pull it off. Nope. Didn't time it right. I wasn't able to shift direction. It isn't the hardest route. The upper one seems to be acting a bit more inconsistently. More temperamental, I mean. See, I just need to destroy the right one. Okay. I didn't actually hold down there, pixel precision. Indeed, we already have multiple bosses, but that would be another major step forward. That's what I was trying to pull off. First checkpoint. At least the checkpoint density is on point. And yes, there's a shortcut, but I won't take it just yet. Actually, let's see what it... oh, wait, I didn't get it, never mind. I forgot I didn't actually take that earlier route. Nah, I'll take this one. You can do it anyways because you have access to the Noise Crush. It's not like I can... even if I didn't have access to special weapons, I could still do it. And I should have held left there. Didn't time it right. Yep. Hello, I Like Fridays. Don't worry, I'll be covering your level after Bart's little... of course, right below me. I keep forgetting that the hitbox is just a bit bigger than the bottom. Again, if I was playing this at my own time, I'd edit out a lot of these deaths. Thought I could outrun it. Only 20, that's less than 22 YouTube. This is episode 287, by the way. It's more like 12. Or 13. Yeah, that was true, because they weren't officially supported. Multiple bosses, that is, and yep, I was hoping I didn't have to use Charge Kick there, but apparently I'm being more pigeonholed into using special weapons. There we go. Live levels, although some of them were earlier submissions as well. Alright, this lower route is done, so... And I do want the boss's weakness too, so... I'm gonna have to backtrack. Cause some of these pickups also... Well, never mind. I already have one M-Tank, so it doesn't matter. After I do this, I'll have to backtrack and get the rest of the keys. I should be able to get the key over here, though. Nope. Still doesn't work. Uh-oh. When you said last weapon, did you mean the Skull Barrier or the Protobuster? This is where I wish I had access to the Wind Tornado to prevent issues like this. Oh, okay. Alright, let me get the rest of the keys. Well, I can't actually, so let me exit and download the level and fix this myself. Yeah, that's the problem with some of these level updates. They can end up breaking levels. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I'll give myself all this. I'll place Mega Man up there and then see the rest of that route. And give myself 4 keys. We already saw all the 4 keys and we don't need to go back and get them all this way. If we're going to use the level editor, might as well. Alright, here's everything. That should be all special weapons with the exception of the skull barrier. I'm not sure how to get that, but alright. So this is essentially the easy route of this. And the way you're actually supposed to do that is to make so it lands on top of it. Oops. That's the thing I forgot. Whoops. Thanks for the catch, Diamond. Yeah, I know. That was my bad completely. So now we have the Proto Strike instead. If I had to take the lower route, I had to jump between all these pookers, but now it's a lot easier. The red force beam segment will be quite deadly too. At least this still works. So now let's complete the stage properly. I wonder where we gain access to the skull barrier. Oh, probably after we complete this section. That's a nice way of making the Buster more powerful and a special weapon compared to, for example, the Noise Crush. The fact that it's the Alpha Strike, Proto Strike. Should have expected as much. That's why I'm always wary of those dropping segments, because those can suddenly appear. Regardless of all these issues that are brought on because of the recent updates, I'm still enjoying myself. A bit more difficult during certain sections like the bottom one, and the left one because of my own incompetence, but otherwise, currently it's my favorite level this episode. Probably up there with the second level I covered. As always, quick reset to get back at full health. I don't see any. On the live queue, that is. What could his weakness be then? Well, this of course. Or I could just reflect his shots back at him. Which I think is the trick. What I'm supposed to be doing. Just be careful not to get insta-gibbed. But there's plenty of stuff so I can mitigate that. Even if I didn't have his weakness, it's pretty not that difficult, and that was me not paying attention. Again, this is actually fairly easy. Yeah, only speak English. He takes a lot of damage back from his Ice Slasher. In some ways, that's actually easier than facing him off this way. As I said, currently one of my favorite levels outside of... Yeah, RNG can be a bit of an issue, but it's not too crazy random. Alright, I'm checking all of the level IDs that I looked over. Okay, Oantis. Gokules. Well, Zayas first. I think one of your levels is in the queue, Diamond Wolf, but... And I got your level, Gokules, don't worry. Yeah, it's unfortunate because some of the block behaviors are kind of borked. I would like some time in between. Let's see... Next up is Bart, Little Mac, Just Link, then you, Lipatio. I may or may not be able to complete in this episode, but we'll have to see. I will have a live stream tomorrow, starting at 7 PM UTC. Astro Man Swinging Training by Buster. 41 plays and a score of 6. Yeah, Sunday's stream is the same. I have another stream because there are a lot of levels on the queue. Not a billion, but if I can check it... Currently, there are 118 plus 10 levels on the queue so far, not even counting the Retro Redux levels. Ah, nice. My favorite rendition of Tengu Man stage team. The Saturn remix. I mean the Saturn mix. Something important is that every time you latch on to the Thunderclap pole, it resets the base's double jumping. I didn't realize this for an earlier level. It'll probably be tomorrow, Maverick, but we'll have to see. This level looks a lot scarier than it actually is. Just stay calm and you'll be fine. Oh, I consider that to be a slightly different stage team, so I classify it differently. That's my second favorite version of it. It's so peaceful. Oh, so you can immediately reset to double jumping. Nice! Also, checkpoint placement is good. But you need to be really fast when doing the double jump off of those corner poles. At least they can't spawn from off screen. Oh. Well, I see what I need to do there. And completely failed to mistime the jump. Yep, I lost my double jump there. Bye, J9. Enjoy your dinner. Enjoy endgame. Bit of a close one there. Thank you for the checkpoint. That was my fault. Thank you for the waiting poles here. See, this was kind of a breeder segment because the one before it, where you had to climb upwards, that was the hardest one. I see you, Bubble Man. These completely have no danger whatsoever. I'm gonna die to these magma beams at least once. Something's missing. See, I can't exactly reach it. Do I need to hit the one in the corner? See what I mean? I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. I think I can reach it, but barely. See what I mean? It's all about timing. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's all about timing. It's just that it's a bit high, so it requires more precision, and waiting here is the annoying part. And grabbing onto the poles on the side and then jumping off, timing that is a different problem. Because you have to do the timing of the apex of your jumps, which wasn't necessary beforehand, but now it is. See what I mean? If you do it just too early or too late, you'll miss it. That's why I wish it was about half the way up, because the rest of the stage is not as difficult as this point. Hi Game Fox, viewers. My first ever raid, of consisting of one person, I guess. Congrats, Game Fox. Works, two-person raid. See, making the jump. First place, nice. Hello, Liam. I guess you're the third person. Yeah, Astro Man swinging training. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to complete this properly. The distance between each of them is too high. Especially the third one up there. If it was one bit lower. Because trying to consistently pull off these jumps... Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that. And I can't easily shift. See, I don't have a problem with the rest of the level, it's just this part. It's very hard to consistently pull this one off. It needs to be half a pixel, half the height between one more. See, holding jump more won't exactly help. I need to time this double jump properly. And once I fired the Thunderclaw, I can't shuffle directions. See, it's the third one that's the biggest one. Ah, alright. What? I have to reset this? That's not fun. See, I understand you should get a few opportunities to attack Bubble Man, but that third pole is the most annoying part of the level. See, that's the part of the stage that's really ruining my fun of it. Yeah, repetitive is the way I'm saying it. I was hoping the stage would end then. See, moving towards it doesn't help either. See, all these jumps are so much easier. I get the idea of a training level, but this third pole should be, I'd say it should be reworked. This boss battle is not fun. See, I wouldn't mind this too much if it was a challenge level, but for a training stage, I don't think this is acceptable. I was hoping I could hit him from here. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it here. The rest of the stage is fine. It's that third pull up there in the wall that should be made lower. That's the hardest part of this boss battle, and if that was made lower or removed entirely, I'd like this boss battle so much more. Even the Yellow Devil feels a bit more fun because, well, it's a lot easier to hit it. Now make sure I don't die here. I'll give it 2 more minutes, and if I don't complete the stage, I'm ending it. And the timing, it gets even harder and harder to consistently do it and my palms are getting sweaty. I'm not cursing, don't worry. You can curse in chat though, it's fine. I'll give it 1 more go and reduce him down to half health. You get the idea for this level. Yeah, I'll exit this now. I'm gonna say it again, the rest of the stage up until this point was fine for a training stage, but following this, it destroyed my fun. That one pull over there is just too high and requires too much precision. For players who are more newbies and not used to this, it won't work out. For a challenge stage or Kaizo level, sure, I'm okay with it. No thanks, GHY. Next up is Mega Ball Minigame by Little Mac. Well, actually Dr. White, Little Mac's friend, with 72 plays and a score of 33. Yeah, controller, Game Fox. Yeah, controller, Maverick. Oh no. 1 HP. It's like pinball in a way. Oh, it won't fall, okay. This feels like a nice breeder level from before. Feel free to steal these ideas, they look fun. Yeah, viable way. Just make sure not to jump. Now time for a boss battle against enemies who can actually hurt me. But they can't actually contact damage me. I think I blew through the stage much faster than the author thought I would. I even did a damage list, nice. Yeah, this was a fun gimmick stage. It gets my seal of approval. Nice work, Dr. White. A nice breeder level. Next up is Unfair Level by Zelda Master with 6 plays and a score of 0. Oh no. When I say Zelda Master, I mean just Link. I'm not sure if I will be able to complete this. I was expecting there to be a lot more spikes, but just looks like a troll level. Okay, here are the spikes. I don't know if I'll be able to cover your level with GHY, there are a bunch already in front of you. Oh, I guess I have to jump over that. Sure, I'll add it. Let me just finish this level. Ice physics in this engine. Just a little tap on the controller. Boom! Sends you moving forwards. This is Unfair Level by Just Link. Yeah, it's the lowest quality level so far, I'd say. Everything just feels strung together. Somehow just despawned. I don't even know how that happened. Just a stair-stepping challenge. I don't care for the damn tank. Iceman. Even if this was a first level, it's on the poorer side anyway. There are a lot better first levels. Doesn't really feel like a Kaizo level to me. Okay, I added a level GHY. Sorry. Let's see, did I miss any? I don't think I did, so... Sorry, too bland, doesn't really go anywhere. Before I move on to the next level, I'll be taking a brief water break. And I'm back. Next up is Survive the Shrub Forest Normal by Lipatio with 22 plays and a score of 5. If I were to record myself making a level for Magmal whatever or make a good 48 or 72 hour Mega Man level, there would be have to be a lot of jump cuts or acceleration. Probably gonna have to do time lapses for that. This is the 7th level I'm covering. Well, not 7th, but you get the idea. This is number 8. No, it isn't cynical. It's just that it's way too overused. Because in earlier versions of Mega Man Maker, the default tile you paint with was set to cut tile. So a lot of pretty bad levels or bland levels or most levels were made using that. Nowadays I think it's randomized. Maybe not. Can you see if Princess Zelda's... the name of that... I need to check her name. Hold on for a second. Can you check if Princess Zelda 2020's musical tracks are free views? Her remixes are pretty nice. Anyways, let's do it. The loading time is pretty long. That's why ever since several dozen parts ago I've been editing out the loading times, so it can go directly into the action. So first, this is a survival gauntlet. I played through this stage before in the form of that quantum time leap level, but this is the full version. Next stream or a pre-recorded episode, we'll have to see. There'll be 1 or 2 more levels covered after this, and then it'll be over, the stream. I'll be covering a level by Sirius Malcolm and then APM the Agent, I guess. APM the Agent's level may be the last one I'll cover, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. There are some strange oddities with how Mega Man 2 set its weakness affiliations. It was even strange in Mega Man 3, where all the bosses had a secondary weakness to their own weapons. Yeah, her musical remixes are amazing, especially the 16-bit ones. Please double check. Please grant me special weapons soon. Extra life is handy, thank you. Difficulty balancing is a bit strange because some of these challenges are easier than others, but it works out. These are all survival gauntlets essentially, and the stage is called Survive the Shrubby Forest. I'll critique the ending and see what you're referring to. Just keep running. So we always start with the easy version of the room with these enemies and then a harder version. We've seen that with the Mimeras and now with the Skeleton Joes combining with them. Now the Super Ball Cannons and the other cannon type enemies. Oh no, Ring Rings. I mean Whopper. And Big Fish. I think I've heard of him before. Ah, shame, didn't do that right. And I don't have any special weapons to make my life easier. Oh, I guess I have to go to the left then. I tried going to the right, didn't work. There was an invisible wall. Funny you mentioned Sailor Moon, Daimumin, because during all the stage remixes, Princess Zelda does showcase each of the Sailor Senshis. Sailor Senshi. I guess I jump down now. Oh, this level music. See, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go now. That's not clear. The design of the stage is you're supposed to survive for as long as possible without using weapons, which I like. I don't mind pacifist or survival levels. Yeah, this is a design clash. It's not clear where you're supposed to be going. You're supposed to... I know eventually you're gonna go through those trees because I played part of this level in Quantum Leap. But... that was my bad. I'll check the left side once more and the right side once more, and then I'll open up the level editor to see what's going on. Can't go here. And I can't just jump into the teleporter that easily. I think I'll just open up the level editor. I'm just going in circles. Remember, always have proper conveyance and consistent design in these levels. Otherwise, this can happen. See, I know you're supposed to get into those trees, but I don't know where. Castlevania teams? Yeah, they do have a different feel. The Castlevania teams have a more dramatic, darker tone, whereas the classic teams, outside of certain games like Mega Man 4 and part of Mega Man 6, they have much more upbeat, cheery, lighter teams, outside maybe the Fortress stages, which things get serious. See, I'd like to say that the atmosphere of Castlevania, which is also shown through its music, is darker and sadder and more dramatic, more serious all the time, whereas for Mega Man it's a lot more cheerful and upbeat. Mega Man Classic, that is. It's not... I like it when games emphasize their own teams by using more than just their gameplay and graphics. They use their story, they use their musical tracks, etc. It got even more apparent during the 16-bit era, I'd say. Or with Castlevania 3 and beyond. Oh yeah, Mega Man X does break it up. To be fair, Mega Man X1 and X2, sure, they're still on the somewhat more exciting, upbeat feel, but they feel a bit more serious. Like, it's like they're always in a Fortress team. And Mega Man X3 makes it even more serious. Well, they use a bit too much metal, but they make it even more serious. But where it really starts to get very apparent is when we get to the Mega Man X4 era where every music track feels like it has a hint of sadness to it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We were supposed to go in here then. I think this stage got broken via an update because if we're teleported here, we're stuck. We're soft locked. Yeah, I think somehow one of the updates broke the level. This is not supposed to happen. No, I don't think this was a troll maneuver. The stage got broken. See what I mean? I don't know what happened, but... Oh, okay, everyone, here's what happened. For some reason... See how I teleport up here instead by default? What's supposed to happen is all the teleporters got shifted up by several blocks due to an update, which broke their locations. That's everything what's happening. It's not the level designer's fault. Mega Man's supposed to spawn in here, but because he's out over here, he's dead. And we saw when he teleported through here, we teleported several blocks ahead of the ceiling. So, whoops. Oh yeah, Blizzard Buffalo's team was quite sad. So I'm gonna have to extensively use the level designer, the level editor here. Yeah, X6 had one of the more saddest soundtracks, I'd say, dreary ones. Well, ever since X4, it got sadder, X5 sadder, X6 sadder, X7 kind of reset it. I like X7's soundtrack, but it did reset it. And X8, well, it had a mix. Yeah, I forgive you, Lipatio. This was not intended whatsoever. See what I mean? Mega Man's out here again. Even though we saw that the teleporter mark should be here. I know, I don't blame you, Lipatio. It's the game's fault. I'm gonna have to manually do this. Yeah, I don't blame you, Lipatio, I repeat. I'll be explicit in the description that the level was broken by an update. You don't need to apologize anymore. There are a lot of levels in the past which got broken due to updates. Some of the formatting of the teleporters got changed. That never happened. Considering there's a Mega Man 11 out, that's an almost certainty it's gonna happen. We sort of had an X reboot in the form of Maverick Hunter X. It was much more of a pain in the original compared to 3D. The main problem was trying to keep putting on and taking off the iron boots. That was the worst part. If that was very much more convenient, it wouldn't be a pain. I already covered Dr. White's submission. You submitted that, Little Mac. Yeah, Mega Man X, Maverick Hunter X2, and Mega Man 2 powered up. I want to see that. I don't call Mega Man 2 terrible, but it's really overweight. But I just find it to be really overrated. Oh, that's why. I thought they were just different cosmetic upgrades, but they changed the entire teleporters. Does that mean any stage made before this with teleporters like that? Will they break? Seriously, that jump. I'm gonna have to do a backwards jump. Thanks for the heads up, Diamond Wolf. That's what I'm gonna do next. Favorite Maverick? Can I pick per game? Mega Man X1, it'd be Storm Eagle, I think. Mega Man X2... Are we talking about a design aesthetic, stage design, and music? So let's plonk Mega Man back down over here. It's so much easier because Mega Man doesn't get any new abilities. I know. All the levels are gonna have this issue. Timing. Okay, just the Mavericks. In terms of design, Storm Eagle is still my favorite one for Mega Man X1. For Mega Man X2... must have been pre-version 1.5. I think Bubble Crab for Mega Man X2, as well as Overdrive Ostrich. Okay, we had this challenge, this one, this one. Then we have this one. I don't know, I just love the music. I mean, talking about it just as design. Most of the bosses in Mega Man X2 are on the easier side, I'd say. And the last stretch, I guess. I'm only going to be able to cover one more level, so sorry APM, but I'm going to have to cover a different stage. Magmax is in front of you. I'll cover your level APM first thing during the next stream, don't worry about it. Oh, my heart skipped for a beat there. The trick here is we need to draw Metal Man into the pit. And make sure not to get ourselves stuck. Mega Man X3, I don't know. Crush Crawfish? I'm okay with this boss battle. It's challenging, but it's doable. Plus, you always get a full refill. Toxic Seahorse as well. Good point. Now drop him in the pit. Not many players know about that. They think that you actually need to fire his weapon to do it. Oh wait, there was a slight mistake in the list. Okay, wait. Let's see here. Wait, there's a crab in Mega Man X3? There wasn't a lobster... There wasn't a lobster either. Are you referring to a crushed crawfish, Gokulus? Alright, probably last stop is get ready for the next battle version 10 by Serious Malcolm, with 23 plays and a score of 5. You're welcome, Lipatio. Sorry got really broken by the updates, the teleporter ones. I didn't realize that's how the teleporters were fixed, or updated, I mean. I thought it was just a minor modification to the costumes, like saying it set costume equal to 1, 2, 3, some constant, and so on, but not completely separate objects. Like Mega Man X++ Diamond Wolf? I would love to have it. Crushed Crawfish, that's the one. It will, and it'll have save states. Something I wish this engine had too. And the spike hitboxes are squarish, so that's why I really don't like these kinds. Especially the horizontal ones. And because just one tap is your debt. That's why whenever I design levels, I strongly favor either non-instant debt spikes, which I really wish is going to be something in 1.6, or the spikes be more squarish. And this checkpoint placement is on the good side. Into the Maw of the Beast. Sure, let's get hit by every single Dock Run falling. Well, maybe half, but you get the idea. Get ready for gyres. Probably last, but we'll have to see how long this takes. I didn't expect Lipatio's level to take that long because of all the issues. Is the boss battle coming? Probably soon. Oh, that explains a lot. Because all the teleported locations are now one higher, it means you can get shunted into the ceiling and pushed further upwards. Thank you, Diamond Wolf. That's why I love having chat. They can explain some of the weird issues that get added to the updates. And give advice. Thank you, Maverick, Diamond Wolf, Daibuman, and Gokulus. Huh? What's the update? On the level select or level designer, it doesn't look like it shifted. Yeah, that's the difference. Even though on the level designer it has the same place, you're teleported upwards a bit. Oh no. Well, now I know what to do. That looks like some interesting ideas, Daibuman. May. That's the big question. To be fair, it takes double damage, so it isn't too bad. This boss battle was easier than the last Get Ready for the Next Battle, version 9. Certainly a more difficult stage, but well, I enjoyed it. How long is your level APM, by the way? Just a quick question. If it's not that long, I'll cover it right now. Oh, okay, I'll cover it as my first level during tomorrow's live stream. So let's see, in total I covered 8 levels during this live stream, mainly because at least half of them were fairly long. Thank you, Malcolm. So tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to cover at least 10 levels, but we'll have to see. I'll be able to start 20 minutes earlier. Once again, same time, same place, 7 p.m.-ish UTC. Thank you. And there are a lot of levels on the queues, and episode 300 is upcoming, so you may want to start submitting levels for that. That's going to be another long episode. Well then, I thank you all for watching my stream, and I hope to see you all for tomorrow's live stream. Doodles!